We are talking some Detroit Lions news, and we got a good one for you folks today. In this video, we're breaking it down about Amon-Ra St. Brown, talking about Marvin Jones Jr., leadership taking place. Can Amon-Ra take his game to the next level because of players and a veteran leader like Marvin Jones Jr.? We're going to talk about Jared Goff speaks to the media. Could he be getting a contract extension? Is it going to happen there? What does he think about the expectations for our beloved Detroit Lions? Levi Onwuzurike showed up for off-season workouts. Damn! At least that's a good start for him, because he has had a rough start to his Lions career. But before we get into today's video, if you're a Detroit Lions fan, you bleed Honolulu blue and silver, you like all things Lions, you are on the bandwagon from hell, then you need to subscribe to this channel. Why is that? Because we talk all things Detroit Lions news and rumors. Everything. Prospects, draft, off-season, in-season, live streams, live watch parties, all of that. And look, it's good stuff. It's not like drinking Jim Jones Kool-Aid. Let's get this thing going. I've been challenged by Chat Sports to get to 400 likes in this video. Let's show these guys that the pride is real. They think that I can't get there. I think I can. Smash that like button. It will help me out. Question for you. Will Amon-Ra St. Brown make All-Pro in 2023? That's going to be a question for this video, because with his game getting better after Marvin Jones Jr. and how he's talking and the way that he presents himself, is it possible this guy not just makes the Pro Bowl, but the All-Pro? Let me know in the comment section why for yes and N for no. Give me your thoughts on that one. Speaking of Marvin Jones Jr. here, he spoke to the media talking about our guy, Amon-Ra St. Brown, talking with Marvin Jones, how he is getting help in learning from the veteran who was here a couple years ago, and now he's coming back to be an integral part to the Detroit Lions. He is getting his help from veterans as well as he's dishing out help, because that's what he does. What does Marvin Jones Jr. mean to this wide receiver room? Well, he is a leader. Absolutely through and through. We've known this. He's been here before. We've seen what he brings to the table. He is a man of his word. He's a good presence to have with young players. He's a great teammate. He'll bring people along and put others before himself, helping these young wide receivers, in which we do got some young wide receivers. Need help from a guy like him. He's a mentor to these young players, and he can still ball. That is what he brings to the Detroit Lions. And Amon-Ra St. Brown was talking about this. He says, I think that's one thing that people can take away from me is like, hey, geesh, this is how old, or he's been in the league for this long. Jones said back in early April, and I'm still taking off. I'm still doing the same things, and I need to do more to be great. In the past, I think my whole career has rubbed off on a lot of receivers or players, generally speaking, on the team. I think that's what I'm going to do, because he is a leader of men. He is a hard worker. That's what he does. He is taking what Marvin Jones Jr. is teaching him, and he's taking it to the next level and bringing it upon the young receivers. And he continues to better himself. His work ethic is, bar none, one of the best in the NFL. He is. Is he the greatest receiver in the NFL regarding, size and stature, speed, athleticism? No. But his work ethic is top of the line. And he still takes advice from veterans like Marvin Jones Jr. That's what makes this man a baller. You continue on here. He's been in the league, talking about Marvin Jones, a long time. Obviously, you're doing something right if you've been in the league that long. But we talked for like 2 hours yesterday after workouts, just about life and everything. He told me he speaks Spanish. He told me he's self-taught. I want to learn Spanish. So I asked him how he learned. I'm on the same path. Hopefully next year by the time, I'll be fluent. And you got to understand, too, when it comes to St. Brown, he speaks multiple languages because his mom was not born in the United States. So this guy is a real smart guy, and this is what you want to build chemistry as well. You want to be able to not just share on the field. You want to be off the field. That's how you build a team. That's how you connect. He continues on here. He talks about how I love pick people's brains, especially guys who have been in the league for that long. Say, bro, he's obviously doing something right. So I was asking him what a workout routine is, what he does. Because I have certain ways of working out in the offseason. I know everyone's different, so I just asking him a bunch of questions, what he does, what he likes, and he told me what works for him. What he told me is everyone's different, which is right. Everyone's body is different. Just asking him for a bunch of questions. I can never ask enough. Damn it, this is good to hear. Absolutely, damn it, it's fantastic to hear. To have a player like St. Brown sit there and learning from veteran, even though he's damn good, even though right now he's Lions wide receiver 1, he still learns. And we all knew Marvin Jones Jr. would be that leader for him. We knew it. That's what it's all about. Let's get to Jared Goff here. He spoke to the media about multiple things. The Lions' potential record, talking about expectations, talking about how he's not reading it to the hype in April, if that's where the media thinks he is. He's talking about extensions, too. Should he get an extension? He talked about it. So that's going to be a question right now before we get into that. Would you extend Jared Goff with a contract extension right now? He's got 2 years left. Why for yes and for no? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Because he talked about the no extension here. He said no talk has happened. Now, I know a lot of people will be worried about that if you're a Jared Goff fan. A lot of people who are Jared Goff haters say, ha-ha. But I'm here to tell you, I'm not a hater nor lover. I'm going to just keep it real. It doesn't mean anything to me. He's got 2 years left in his deal. There's no reason to start a contract talk when you got 2 years left in your deal. Let him play this season out. Let him play it out. Then you can talk about contract after the season. If he plays great, outstanding. Make him prove it. If he plays terrible or underwhelming, then you have a decision to make in 2024. But right now, there's no reason to do it. Absolutely none. Jared Goff has 2 years left. So it's not a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a no thing. And I don't think it's a story at all. I don't. I think Brad Holmes, Dan Campbell doing the right thing right now, just standing pat. There's no reason to do it right now. There's just no reason to. We're good cap-wise. 2 years left. Let this bad boy play out. Just let it play out. So again, I'm going to ask you, after me talking about that, would you extend Jared Goff? Why for yes and no for no? It's going to be I think it's going to be the pinned comment for this video. I think I'll make it the pinned comment. Let's get into Levi Onwuzurike because this is some really interesting news here. So we know the issue with Levi. He's never playing. But he isn't off-season workouts right now. Damn, that's a good thing. Because if you didn't know, he had a spinal fusion. Don't know the exact vertebrae or spine, but I've had a spinal fusion in my neck. And I got to say, it relieved a lot of pain. It was an absolutely great thing to do, but you're completely inept from moving that spot anymore because it's fused. I mean, that's exactly what a fusion is. You combine the two bone together, removes pain, but you're limited. That's just is what it is. So him being in off-season workouts is a good sign. Does it mean that he is free? Absolutely not. And Lee McNeil's talking about it, says, it's great to see Levi back. Defensive tackle Lee McNeil said on Tuesday, Levi is a character, so anytime you can hang around Levi, it's doing something right. He says, I just know I hope he gets as healthy as he can. I'm excited to see him back moving around and being Levi again. It's pretty cool. We talked to him a couple weeks ago. He was doing good in the rehab, was going well. You just don't know. You don't know about a back. I mean, certainly he's going to get an opportunity. That's what Dan Campbell said. So it is a big unknown right now. So we don't know the status of Levi Onwuzurike. Is he legitimately going to be able to play? I don't know. So I'm asking you a question. Will Levi Onwuzurike play in 2023? Why for yes and for no? I have my doubts, folks. Just because that off-season workouts doesn't mean that's training camp. Doesn't mean that's pads on. Doesn't mean it's game day. Two different things. Absolutely two different things. But good news is good news. So to see him is a good thing. Just to see him out there. So to me, that's a positive. For sure. We can only take one step at a time when it comes to Levi. Just one step at a time, one day at a time, laying one brick at a time, like my guy TA says all the time, Raw Podcast. You just take what you can get. So hopefully, just like Aleem said, he can stay healthy. If Levi can be healthy for the Lions and play in 2023, that is a massive positive. It is one less player, one less hole you got to worry about, because we all know defensive tackle is a hole right now. With that said, I do believe the Detroit Lions must attack defensive tackle regardless right now of Levi. You have to expect the worst and hope for the best. You got to expect that he won't play and hope that he does. So it's a positive if he plays, but just expect that he won't. So you get another defensive tackle in this year's draft, whether you want to go early or in the mid-rounds, somebody that can be a good complement to Aleem McNeil. That is a requirement, is a must, it is a need. We don't have that many needs on this football team anymore. We truly don't. But Levi put us in a position to where need is a need. And right now, it is a need. So that's what we got for this bad boy. Let me know in the comment section thoughts on Levi Onwuzurike, thoughts on Jared Goff, Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Also, on draft night, we're going to be at Soaring Eagle Casino in Mount Pleasant. It's going to be from 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. Absolutely going to be fun. Make sure you show up. Myself, Doza Dion, Everything King, Herman Moore, Chrissy Zavakar, and a bunch more people going to show up. It's going to be real fun. With that said, folks, adios.